Hi, it's Mike Morse. Welcome to another edition of Open Mic. As you all better know, we have a very important election coming up on November 3rd, and hopefully everybody listening to this is registered to vote or has already voted absentee. We have a candidate who is running for the 3rd Judicial Circuit, which is Wayne County. He's running for judge. His name is Nick Hathaway. He's actually a current sitting referee as we speak for the last 11 years, but I'm going to let him tell you about his background. And so let's bring Nick Hathaway onto the show.
You never know who you're going to see.
Be one guy one-on-one my whole career.
What you're going to hear.
Got a lot of desperate people in the city.
Or what they've got to say.
When you can take people inside of a crime.
That's what you're going to hear on my podcast, Open Mic. Find it where you find your podcasts.
Hi, Nick.
Good morning, Mike. Thank you for having me.
My pleasure. My voice is acting a little funny, but sometimes it does that. I just actually don't care.
It sounds loud and clear on my.
Well, anyway, so Nick, you're running for 3rd district circuit judge. Why do you want to be judge?
Yeah, good question. So you know what, Mike, I've been an attorney since 2005 when I finished law school. I started at the Wayne County Prosecutor's Office, and for the past 11 years, almost 11 years, I've been a referee in the family division of Wayne Circuit Court. And I feel like the past almost 11 years has given me a great experience in making judicial decisions. I think I will absolutely hit the ground running. And there's a lot going on in the world right now. I think that we need judges who are compassionate. We need judges who are fair. And I think that we need judges who are really invested in making some common sense changes to how our justice system works. And I'm committed to all of that.
So for our listeners and viewers who don't know what a referee is versus a judge, please explain.
Sure. So, the main difference is referees make recommendations to judges. Just like judges, they generate their court orders. I do the same thing, but my court order goes up to a judge for review. And then once the judge signs it, it becomes a court order. The other main difference is that referees, they do not handle jury trials. So those are the two main differences. The referees in Wayne County, they're appointed, it's an appointed position by the Chief Judge of 3rd Circuit Court. So I was appointed as a referee in 2009.
Got it. And just for people to know, your wife is a sitting Wayne County Circuit Court judge, Dana.
That is correct.
And you have lots of other family members who are judges. The Hathaway name is well known and well respected here in Michigan. Is that another reason why you want to do this, to be part of the family?
Absolutely. I look forward to carrying on that tradition of being a good and fair judge and committed to service. I've been very lucky in my career to be surrounded by many good judicial role models, including my wife, including my father-in-law, Richard Hathaway. So, he served as a judge for 25 years. My mother-in-law, Diane, was a judge in Wayne Circuit Court for a period of time as well. Also, Amy Hathaway, a retired 3rd Circuit Court judge. So there's no shortage of people I can go to and lean on if I don't know the answers to questions. And, that's one thing I like to point out to people is that, and I'm sorry about the notification on my computer here.
It's okay.
Is that you know what, I don't ever rush into decisions. If I want to get these decisions right, and if I don't know the answer, I'm going to ask someone. I'm not going to rush into any judgment.
We appreciate that. As a lawyer who spends a lot of time in our 3rd Circuit. I don't know why I want to keep saying district. We need good judges down there. And we appreciate you taking the time to do that. It looks like the race. So there's 2 open seats in Wayne County right now?
There's 2 open seats. We did have a primary in August. There were 6 originally in the race, and the primary narrowed it down to 4. And the top 2 will become judges here in November. So, I've been campaigning and working hard for almost a year now for this. I've got a lot of really good support behind me. I've got some really great endorsements, including the Attorney General, Dana Nessel, Wayne County Sheriff, Benny Napoleon. I've been endorsed by, it's got to be close to 50 judges at this point. And then all of that aside, at the end of the day, what it really boils down to is I just want to be a good judge. I want to be someone that, whether I rule against you or I rule in your favor, I want you to walk out and hopefully feel that you had an opportunity to present your case and that I was fair.
And is this first of all, I don't even know, where did you go to law school?
I went to University of Detroit Law School.
Oh, what a fabulous university. That's where I went a few years before you. So, was this always a dream of yours to become a judge? I remember law school. I had a lot of friends who that was their goal, to be a judge one day. One of them's a judge in Grand Rapids right now who I used to run the halls with. That was never a dream of mine. So I'm just curious, is that something you've always wanted to do?
Yeah, good question. The reality is no, it's not something that I've always wanted to do. So I went to law school. I didn't know any judges. I really didn't know many attorneys at that point in time. I started dating my wife, actually our first year of law school. And she opened up my eyes to this world of, all these judges and attorneys. And I saw how committed they all were to doing their job and doing their jobs well. And, the opportunity presented itself to get my current position as a referee in 2009. And really, ever since then, it's been on my radar. It's been on the back of my mind. And I think I'm good at it too. I think and especially more than a decade of judicial experience. Again, I plan to hit the ground running.
What are some of the biggest problems you see in what you're dealing with now? You're dealing with mostly the family division, child protective matters, dealing with children. Give us an update in Wayne County. What's going on now, and what have you seen over the last 10 years? What are the problems?
Yeah, so especially the juvenile delinquency stuff, which is those are basically criminal matters for anyone under the age of 17. I've had a front row seat to you'll hear the high school to prison pipeline. You'll hear that talked about. I've had a front row seat to that. So that is a problem. I think that there's many things that enter the system. We charge juveniles with crimes that maybe 10, 20, 30 years ago, these matters wouldn't have been criminalized. They would have been handled within the community or within the home, or they would have been handled at the schools. We're seeing the long-term effects to that. We're not doing young people a favor by hamstringing them with criminal records for things that could, be resolved or rectified in a different fashion. So, that's certainly one of the issues I see. And of course, I deal with families that are struggling every day on the child protection side, families who have been through a lot, families who deal with poverty, families who deal with serious substance abuse. And oftentimes their parents were substance abusers, or their parents were living in poverty, and their parents were. So you see this cyclical nature of how these things continue to occur. And we need to find better solutions to break this cycle. We need to figure out, other pipelines. We have to figure out the high school to college pipeline. We have to figure out the high school to trade school pipeline. Because, mass incarceration, we incarcerate far too many people in this country, far too many people. I was at an event a few months ago with Chief Justice McCormick, and, she mentioned that, a statistic that, over the past 30 years or so, crime rates have been steadily declining, but in that same period of time, with the crime rates going down, our rates of incarceration have increased. And when you hear a statistic like that, that darn well better give you pause, because that's not right. There's, I operate under the Code of Judicial Conduct. Sorry about the dog.
It's okay. Lots of noises coming from your house today. That's fine.
I apologize. I wrapped up my docket and I rushed up here. That's not my dog either. That's my mother-in-law's dog. Are
the kids running around that aren't yours at the house?
No, the kids are at school, luckily. So
you're lucky to have kids at school. Mine are home.
I'm extremely lucky, and I will tell you, yes, the thought of doing And I don't, of course, I give anyone credit who can do the homeschooling, but I've got 3 relatively young children, and
Yes.
It was difficult, very, very difficult. My wife and I both work, and we'd be in the middle of our dockets, and my 4-year-old would barge in, or yeah. So again, sorry about the dog.
So I see that there are 4 people running for 2 seats in Wayne County, and if somebody's listening, watching to this, Nick, tell the voters why they should vote for you.
Yeah. So, again, going back to some of the things I've touched on already, again, I've worked in the busiest circuit court in the state of Michigan for really my entire career, because as a prosecutor, I was working in Wayne Circuit Court. But again, for almost 11 years, I've been making judicial decisions. In my courtroom, or in our family division in Wayne County, we do 40% of the child protection matters in the entire state of Michigan. We do a large percentage of the juvenile delinquency matters as well. I've been cross-trained as a family domestic referee as well. They handle the divorces and things of that nature. I've got experience as a prosecutor in the criminal division. I think no matter, and there's a strong likelihood that the 2 people who are successful in this election are going to end up in either the criminal division or the family division. I will hit the ground running in either of those divisions. Again, making these decisions and dealing with, these families in need on a daily basis, I think it has really helped me fine-tune my listening skills. It's helped me fine-tune, the way I treat people. I treat everyone that walks into my courtroom with respect, and the way you treat people is important. I want to be, again, I want to be a compassionate and empathetic judge, and these things are important in light of everything that's going on in the world here today. So I'm committed to service. I want to do the job the right way, and I've got a lot of great support that I don't take for granted, and I don't want to let anybody down who's supported me this far.
It's a good answer, and you do have a wide bench to call on when you do have some issues to deal with. So, Nick Hathaway, good luck in the November 3rd election. I'm sure we'll be talking in the future. And everybody else out there, make sure you vote. I don't care who you vote for. Vote, vote, vote. And I'm sure Nick agrees, although he wants you to vote for him, which he should want you to vote for him. So thanks again for being on Open Mic, Nick. We really appreciate it.
Thank you for the time, Mike, and thanks for all you do for the community as well.
My pleasure. Have a good day.
You as well.
Bye. All right, there you have it. If you are living in Wayne County and you liked what you heard just now, vote for Nick Hathaway for Circuit Court Judge. Do some research, figure out who the other judges are as well, and by all means, make sure you're registered, whether it be absentee or in person, for the November 3rd election. It is really important. They say it's the vote of a lifetime, the vote of our lifetime. I'm not sure if that's true or not, but it sure seems that way these days. So thanks for watching and listening to Open Mic. See you next time.